8.5, notes number 3. Find the x-intercepts. Now, finding the x-intercepts is just a fancy way of saying solve. The other thing that they could ask for is they could say, what are the zeros? So these are all different ways that I can ask the same question, find the x-intercepts, solve for zeros for exactly what we've been doing before. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to make this be x squared plus 8x minus 20 equals 0. We have to play the game of what multiplies to be negative 20 and adds to be positive 8. And if we do that, then we will see that x plus 10, x minus 2 works. And then I need to say, well, if this one is equal to 0, then let's set that equal to 0. It looks like x is going to be negative 10. If I do that correctly, here, let me put my minus 10 in here so that we can see that we're solving. And then this one here, we're just going to say x is positive 2. So my x-intercepts are at negative 10 and 2. In other words, I've solved it and found x is negative 10 and 2. My zeros are at negative 10 and 2. 3 different ways you can say that, but the directions that are going to be in the homework today are find the x-intercepts. So let's play that game again. First, set this equal to 0. Then find what multiplies to be negative 18 and adds to be negative 11. Can we come up with one? X minus 9, x plus 2. Set one of those guys, or both of them, equal to 0, one at a time. That means x will equal positive 9 because we had to add 9 to both sides. And then on the other one, that is if x plus 2, what would get that to be 0? Well, if x was negative 2, that would work. Okay, so those are pretty similar. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of a doozy. So C, we need to find what x equals. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't equal 0, so I can't jump in like I have right here. So we're going to kind of have to go 2 steps back in order to go 3 steps forward. So we're going to do the smiley face. X squared minus 3x minus 1x plus 3, and that all equals 8. I'm going to combine my middle terms here to get x squared minus 4x plus 3 equals 8. Now, I can move the 8 over to this side, and I have x squared minus 4x minus 5 equals 0. Okay? So we FOILed it, got my trinomial, brought the 8 over. Now look at that problem. That problem right there looks kind of like what we would have here or here. So we're going to play the game. What multiplies to be negative 5 and adds to be negative 4? How about x minus 5, x plus 1 equals 0? We're going to set this equal to 0 to get x equals 5. Set this one equal to 0, and x is negative 1. So those are my 2 answers. Those are my x-intercepts. If I were to graph it, this is what would be the solution if I'm solving it. And these are what are called zeros that you'll see later on. There's a lot of different ways we can ask for that, but this is just the question that they're asking in a different format.